Am I live? Am I live? Hi. Wow, my hand looks like it's glowing in the sun. I think we'll probably lose the sun here in a few minutes, but let me know you guys can hear me okay and see me okay. My neighbors started construction as I tried to set up on the other side of my yard, and so I moved on the other side to avoid it, and now they're working on this side. So I hope you guys can hear me okay. Um, so I'll say this just a few times to give us a few minutes to get everybody on the live. Let me know first off where you guys are tuning in from. Saludos desde Puerto Morelos. Greetings from Puerto Morelos. Let me know where you're watching from, when you'll be in Mexico, and do you have snow? Because a lot of my friends and family, they have snow. And when I call them, they're mad at me because I have all these tropical plants around me. So today we are going to talk about testing, the coronavirus testing at the airport. I have my notes. I'm going to go over some pretty basic stuff just because I'm getting a lot of repetitive questions. And again, if you guys can help me answer in the chat too, I do my best to answer all the questions. But if I can't, or you don't see I've gotten to it and you know the answer, please feel free to help me in the chat. So Daryl and Vivian, of course, she says, "Hola, beautiful. We are tuning in from freezing Ontario, Canada, with lots of snow squalls today. Sending love, Viv. Thank you so much." And what you guys are drinking today, I have some white wine with my little Maria. How cute is she? I can't stop talking about her. And she holds my wine so nice. Hello from Toronto. Cool tunes made easy. Pat and John, hi guys. Here from Texas. No snow yet. God forbid. Gosh, if it snows in Texas, does anybody even know how to drive? Brad says, hi Trish, Denton, Texas here, near Dallas. No snow, thank God. I got my Texas people in the house. I need to come and have some Texas barbecue. I miss that. Sorry, from Nebraska. What? 16? She has, Sherry Best has 16 inches of snow in Nebraska. I don't even understand how people deal with that. I've been gone for so long. So a couple things. I'll just kind of introduce myself for those of you that might be new to the channel. My name's Trisha. I'm originally from Iowa, but I've been living in Puerto Morelos, Mexico for over 5 years. I can't even believe it, honestly. And really my goal with my social media is to keep you guys informed about Mexico. First off, it has started off just with me trying to give positive, good information, because I myself, when I first traveled to Mexico, was really scared of Mexico. And then I moved here and I had a whole different view of Mexico. So my goal is just to kind of share with you the beautiful and amazing things. But now with all the travel changes, I'm just trying to help you guys stay up to date on the travel. And let me check in with you guys. Have approximately, okay, Nebraska. Joe Gardner. Hi, Joe from Boston, Massachusetts. Drinking rum and Coke Zero. That's what I need to be drinking. I started working out 3 weeks ago. I've lost 2 pounds and 2 inches. Cheers to me. And that's without changing my diet. Next is my diet. Hello from Saskatchewan. Kelly. I always have a hard time with your name. Kasmar. Canada, it's -47 Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit? Those numbers just don't even compute with the wind chill. So it's about -52. Oh, okay, thanks for answering my question. -52 Fahrenheit. You guys, how do you even breathe? Do you even go outside? Cool Tunes Made Easy says, looking for a 5x5 room and a space for my things and guitar. Got room? Maybe we could work that out. You never know. Okay, so anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, that's about me, Trisha, originally from Iowa. Lived in LA. I lived in New York, or I should say Orange County, because I lived in Huntington Beach. I lived in New York, Queens. Nobody claims Queens, but I lived in Queens for 4 years, and now I live here. And if you guys are going to be traveling to the area, you can check out my website. It's mytrishadvisor.com. And I have airport transfers and tours. And the big thing today, I've had a lot of private tours lately. So I'm going to show a really quick clip today. This couple is so cute. They are on they went to Tulum and Coba, and they went to a cenote. I don't know even if you're going to be able to see this. But look, there they are. Hold on, you got to see her jump. She jumps. And he left her behind. Oh. No, he eventually jumps. But that's one thing that I've realized now is that people are traveling, but they want to do it more private-like, so you're not in a big group. So I can help you with private tours for weddings, groups, or couples like them. Okay, so that's me. And tell me about you guys. How long have you been watching? Where are you from? Do you have snow? What are you drinking? And let me know your questions, because we're going to start about the airport here in just a second. Sherry, so she's in Nebraska. It's 8 degrees, feels like -4. Yeah, anything below, like, I don't know, 60 degrees is freezing for me. Pink, I think. Love your channel. Just subscribed. Oh, thanks for the subscription. But I've been watching your videos for a while, so it took you a while to subscribe. I had to really in, huh? But thank you so much for the subscription. Would you advise against buying property legal purposes, or what I'm concerned about? As long as you go through a real estate agent, you'll be good. They'll as long as you go through a good real estate agent. And I'm sorry about the construction. I hope you guys can still hear me. Rico. And I know I've been saying this over and over, but I have a video coming out that's about buying and building here. So hopefully that it's like 7 videos coming all out at once. We went to that cenote 2 weeks ago. Yay, good. Yeah, cenote, I think is Zazil. Record cold in Calgary. You guys, I don't even get this. Okay, and then the other thing I should mention is that if you do want to support the channel and you do get benefits from following My Trish Advisor, there are what's called super chats at the bottom. Number one, you can ask a question or send a super chat, and what that does is that allows me to keep doing what I'm doing. And the super chat is just something right at the bottom. It has a little $sign, and you can send that my way, and what that does is, like I said, it just keeps the channel going. And with less people traveling, it's something else that just helps me keep these types of things going for you guys and answering your questions. So thank you guys for all your support for the last couple of weeks. This is all new to me and I'm figuring it out. Okay, good. Okay, hi Dan. You're actually watching this time. They were staying here, was it 2 weeks ago? And they were like, we didn't watch your live because we didn't want to take the streaming. Okay, good. Thank you. Manohe, I don't know how to say your name. All right, Trish, you'll feel like you'll stay there years to come or go back. I'll probably never go back to live in the U.S., but I want to live in other parts of Mexico first. I really want to go to Colombia, South America, Brazil, those kind of areas. But with coronavirus, that's changed everything. So first off, today we're going to talk about testing at the Cancun Airport. This has been something that people are very curious about because, number one, it's really cheap. It's a lot less expensive than doing it, like, let's say at the at like Costa Med or anything like that. Number one, this is just my personal opinion, so I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but for your safety and others, let me back it up. Coronavirus testing at the airport is allowed. So they do it from 6 a.m., I believe, to 9 p.m., and it's 290 pesos, which is about $15 compared to, yes, and it says it, I put the link, you can see it right there. I put the link, I'm just getting this from CancunAirport.com. It's their official website. Now, yes, it's cheap, and yes, you get it within, like they said, 30 to 60 minutes. But my personal opinion, everybody's got one, and I know, is that number one, for everybody's safety, including your own, is that not to go to an airport and get tested there. Because what if you do have coronavirus and then you are exposing others, number one, that are traveling all over. And number two, if you do have coronavirus, then you have to get into a transport and then you still have to find a hotel. So for me, here's a pound away. Sorry, I hope you can hear me, guys. Is that, listen, like, get it done before you go. And if you're worried about the cost, maybe this time in traveling isn't the best time for you, because I feel like we need to take safety over cost, honestly. And if you're staying at a resort, most of the resorts now are offering free coronavirus tests, and that's antigen. If you're going to do the PCR test, like what's required in Canada, a lot of those are not free. They are charging for that. But we know Canada has been a bit at a standstill right now. Okay, so that's my personal opinion. Number one says, Jesus Garduno. Hi, Trish, again from Ohio. Ohio. Question, is the public cenotes to visit in Puerto Morelos? Oh, yes, there's tons. We have lots. Zapote, Quinha. Has the number of COVID cases gone up in Quintana Roo? I don't know. So this has been my personal thing, is that I stopped watching like the numbers because it would give me so much anxiety. And I stopped that like literally 6 months ago. And my mental state has been much better. I live my life as safe as I can, but I still live my life. So I don't know the exact numbers. Quite honestly, that's just me. Gary Green says, originally from Huntington Beach. What? So my friends Dan and Julie just sent me pictures from there today. Now in Puerto Vallarta for 15 years. Love Mexico and love your channel. Thank you so much. This makes me so happy. Kelly Dawn, what is the best time of year to go to Mexico? That's a great question. Honestly, I think right now is one of the best times because it's after our high season, February, but it's before our spring breaks and the weather is just like stunning like this. I'm a little sweaty Betty, but that's probably because more that I'm nervous than anything personally. But we have September and October where you can get super awesome deals. But like this year, it's because it's our hurricane season. And this year we had 2 hurricanes. So, you can get good deals, but for 4 years we didn't have any hurricanes. But for me, it's personally, I would say February if I had a choice. Brad, thank you so much for your super chat. He's so supportive. Mike and I are thinking about coming to visit and booking through you. Question, do you know how many cases of coronavirus are in PM right now? Thank you for your question. No, I don't. He's been awesome. He's been messaging me, and thank you just so much for your support and sharing your story and your love for Mexico. It's super awesome to hear from you guys. But I can get those. I think we have Secretaría de Salud. In the link in the description box below, I'll put some links for you guys to find the information that I don't know. Okay, so hi, Julie. Oh, Dan says Julie's there too. They're the ones that sent me pictures of Huntington Beach today. Oh, gosh. Okay, so Patricia says John had to pay $120 time he had to get one. Oh, for the coronavirus test? Is that what you're talking about? Sorry. Okay, so let me just finish my statement about the airport. So number one, I think you should get it done before. Number two, it even says on their website, please use this as a last resort. Because number one, you have the chance to infect others or expose others, let's say. And number two, recently I've heard there's been like 1 or 2 hour wait lines, waiting for the line, waiting in line. I don't know. So you don't want to get there and then, let's say, wait for 2 hours and then have to go through security. So for your own anxiety, I would say get it done before you go. And I have in that link at CancunAirport.com, I'll also add that link that there's a whole list of places that you guys can go. And most places, like myself, that like host people, I will set up either a location for you to go. Dan and Julie, we actually took them directly to the place to get tested. They got their testing, and then within like 24 hours, I think it was 30 hours for them, they got their results for coronavirus. And Dan and Julie, they can share their testimony on that. So I suggest to get it done before you go. And that has been just a huge question I've been getting about the airport. Dan, oh, he says, no question, just want to send our support. You guys have been overly supportive, but thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Julie even got me like a little mat because she knows that I've been working out. So, because I've put on some pounds, some kilos. And so she's got me this workout mat that's super thick and comfy. So thank you guys. You guys have just been so sweet to me. Yes, Patricia Diaz. So it was $120 for the coronavirus test. Now remember, there's the antigen test, which is what people from the States need to get, and then the PCR test that the Canadians need to get. And I'd love to hear from you Canadians. Are any of you traveling? What are you doing? I've heard a few people that are going through the United States to come here. I'd love to hear from you guys. And are you guys still planning to come to Mexico? How are you getting around it? And we are still providing PCR tests. They're about 2,000 pesos, which is about $120, or 2,500 pesos. I'm sorry. Okay, and then if you guys aren't familiar, I am on Instagram and Facebook, and I had a couple questions on, actually it was like 15 questions on Instagram, but we'll get just to a couple of them. Let me see. Max the Pug 102, he says, we know how it's affecting Canadian travel, but what are the effects from the USA and Europe? So he asks this. Canada's pretty much shut down. The US, again, this is Max the Pug 102 on Instagram. Really what's going on is the US, starting January 26th, in order to return to the United States, you have to have a negative coronavirus antigen test 72 hours before your flight in order to go back. So that's really been the biggest difference right now. Sorry, let me catch up. Hi, Trish, just tuned in. Not sure if you mentioned this, but a site testing at Ojo de Agua, it's at 8 to 5. And people staying at the beachside for $17 USD. Meta Jennings, thank you so much for that. I will confirm that. Ojo de Agua is a beachside hotel. Well, there's actually a beach club and a hotel, so I have to figure out which one it would be. But for 17 US, that's probably the 290 pesos. You guys. So here, can you hear me okay with the noise? And Powerhouse Lee, she says on Instagram, show us some sun. It's cold in England and we're on lockdown 3. So I don't know what that means. If you guys that are in England, I'm assuming that's similar to our colors, which somebody on my Facebook had asked. Sorry, and I'm going to get to your comments here in just a second. Somebody said, what are your color steps in Mexico? So the lowest we can have is red, and then it's orange, yellow, and then green. Currently, we're in orange. Excuse me. And what that does is basically everything's at 50% capacity, which is the hotels and the restaurants, and the beach is still open at 30%, however that goes. So if you guys are just tuning in, let me know where you guys are watching from. Excuse me. And if you have snow. I don't have any snow. Who's mad? I did a live on Facebook and I was like, I hope you guys aren't mad at me when I show you Puerto Morelos or Mexico for that matter. Because it's like, I want you guys to see it, but sometimes I feel like I'm not trying to make you mad. I want you guys to see where you're not able maybe to travel to right now. Okay. Jennifer Gross, she says, we'll be down hopefully the 3rd week of March, staying at Sandoz Playa Car. They provide free testing for us when we're heading home. That's wonderful. And if you guys aren't familiar, most resorts are providing free testing. And if you do test positive, which I'm checking in with some of the local resorts here to see if they've had anybody test positive, because I haven't heard anything. But if you test positive, they'll give you 2 weeks free stay at the resort. Not like a vacation. You do have to stay in the room, but it includes your food and your drinks. It doesn't include alcohol. But that's nice. That's reassuring to say, listen, we're confident enough to provide you a place that we feel like is safe and that we believe that you will test negative. And our place, even though you're traveling, and if you do test positive, we'll give you a place to stay. And I think that's wonderful. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up, you guys. In pause says, hello from Canada. Yes, let me know how you're doing, Canada. Are you guys still traveling? Are you trying to get here? Are you finagling your way through the United States? Dan says, having tested arranged in advance was a good way to go to ensure you get the results in time. We got the PCR. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Actually, I didn't know that you guys didn't get the antigen test. Is there a reason why you decided to get the PCR? Is the PCR also accepted for the United States, even though it's more expensive and it's a little bit different testing? Because I know it's the antigen. That's for Dan. He wrote that. Joe, they're now Sapphire Wild people. Mick and I are getting our first vaccine next week here in Indiana. So excited. Good for you guys. Kelly Dawn, I'm supposed to come to Cancun March 1st, and I'm hoping to still do it. I hope you do too. As long as you travel safely and you do the right things. I mean, if you really want to travel, this is the best way to do it. Is also take a test before you leave if you feel like, I feel like that's really the best way, is taking a test even before you come to Mexico, even though it's not mandatory. I had friends that came down and they said they quarantined even before they came to Mexico, and they took a test before they came, even though Mexico wasn't requiring that. And I thought that was super, super respectful. Yes. And if you guys are tuning in, just let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Sorry. Okay. Thanks, Miguel. I know this drilling in the back is like, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Dag nabbit, I'm late. Rick Celine Caverly. It's all right. I was late too. Cheers. And let me know what you guys are drinking. And if you do find this video helpful, or any of my videos helpful, please be sure to share these, because that really helps grow the channel and helps people get more informed about Mexico and traveling to Mexico. I'm doing my best with what I do know, just to kind of make it more simple for you guys, because it's a lot to consider right now. Another question I wanted to go over on Tonya Allison. There she is, Tonya Allison Bailey. She says, what happens if you utilize the test at the airport and you test positive? Where do you have to go from there? And if you have a place in Tulum, can you go back there, or do they make you go to a place that they require? So number one, Tonya, what I suggest is to get tested before you go to the airport, because of situations like this. So I called the airport today and I asked them a few questions in my terrible Spanish, but we got it answered. Basically, they said they don't force you to quarantine anywhere. You would actually have to take a transport to wherever you want to go, but you'd have to arrange that. So it would be unfortunate for you and everybody else that you're exposed to, that if you get to the airport, you test negative, then you got to get a transport. Well, first, you got to figure out where you're going. So if you test before you go, at least if you test positive, you can figure out a place to go, instead of trying to figure it out at the airport while you just found out you have coronavirus. Like, I think my anxiety level would be through the roof trying to figure that all out. So that was from Tonya on Facebook. And thank you for your questions, guys. Oh, sorry. Okay. I got to I read them and then I don't say it out loud. Allison Alexander, tons of snow in Alaska. Oh, thanks for tuning in. What time is it there? It must be so early. Can't wait to go on the beach in 10 days. Where are you going? Cam, life is good. What's up for you guys? He does he was in Puerto. I think he's back in Canada. He's like, hola, he must be cold here. Can't wait to be back. Paul, we have lots of snow, -23. Oh my goodness, you guys, I just don't even. Oh, Dan, here we go. Dan says, yes, it's accepted. We got PCR because It was all new, and we wanted to play safe while things were still confusing. Right. Good for you. Trying to stop saying and I say all the time. Abid. Okay, good. We like traveling. Hi guys. Thank you for tuning in. You guys sent me an email and I remember. I hope I replied. If I didn't, just send me a little reminder. Abid Chemis. In Canada, the government does not want anyone traveling, especially in the South. To enforce, you have to pay $2,000 on arrival back to Canada. So no Canadians in Mexico this year. Yes, thank you for the information. So we did speak about that last week, that they will be charging people $2,000 Canadian dollars, still a lot of money, upon return to Canada. Oh, you guys like my new Fitbit? Diego got it for me. Gonna track my stuff. So that's true, but I do know some Canadians are still coming here because have homes or they're trying to sign papers. So they are still getting around that by traveling to Mexico. It's not like they're going to vacation on a week. A lot of them are still coming and staying for like 2 or 3 months or even longer. But yes, that is correct that when they go back to Canada, and then I found out that Canadian government hired an outside source to make sure that you are actually staying in your quarantine. So it's like outside, like subcontracted service, which it's like kind of crazy to me. Patrick Nimick. Hi, Trish. Love your channel. Thank you so much. I really try my best. And sometimes I feel like, I just look like an idiot, but this is what you get. This goofball. Currently waiting for a blizzard to hit tonight in Germany. Oh yeah, I have a couple that might not go back right now to New York because there's a snowstorm coming in. My bestie and I want to come back to Mexico in September, and you're giving us hope we can make it happen. You can do it. You can do it. I really hope so. Powell 33007. Thank you for your $20 super chat. That's so sweet. Drinking Jim Beam in Philadelphia and missing Playa del Carmen. Hope to come soon. Cheers. Salud to you. Thank you for your support, guys. Miguel Torres. Hello from New York City. You are awesome. I'll see you in March. Keep up with the awesome content and information. We're trying, you guys. And please, if there's anything I can help you, just let me know on these lives especially. And I'm always okay to say I don't know because I don't want to give any bad information. I can't wait to go to Cancun Sea Dust in 2 weeks for my wife's 44th birthday. And that's from R&B Lifetime Memories Travel. So you must have lots of beautiful memories traveling. Okay. We like traveling. KM went through quarantine in Canada hotel last June. You're right. Yes, I do remember that. So he knows all about that. See the video. That was before they had enforced what's the new type of quarantine. But he quarantined in a hotel. I do remember that. Somebody here? Oh, somebody's here. Crystal. You guys want to meet Crystal? Oh, oh, goodness. Look at this cute face. Look at this cute face. She's like, don't put me on camera, Mom. Look at, we got her. We flew her from Tijuana. Look at who's here. Is somebody here? Is somebody here? And look at that belly. Her and I are both working on our bellies. Chubby bubby. Oh, go. And that's our newest addition. Well, no, that's a lie. We have Rico, and he's our foster dog. Okay. Yeah, Miguel says cute pup alert. Yes. So anyways, Miguel, thank you so much for your support. I lived in New York City, Queens for 4 years. I always joke and I say, everybody's like, Staten Island, Brooklyn, Bronx, and Manhattan. And then it's like, Queens. I feel like nobody claims Queens, but Queens, for real, I experienced so much there. I just really loved it. Okay, did I get to your guys' questions? And if, like I said, if you guys are just newly tuning in, let me know where you're watching from. And if you do have any tips on traveling here for those of you that have. And I love Dan's tips that because they just went back about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Seems like forever ago. Cool tunes made easy. In Canada, they want us to stay in a tested or hotel and quarantine at $2,000 upon arrival. Isn't that crazy? It's so expensive. Rick and Celine Caverly say, your supper time entertainment. We enjoy your live feeds. Ta-da! Cool. Well, thank you. That's so crazy. I'm like so nervous to go live and just like chatting with you guys. And this is my 3rd week. So I'm trying to get better and better and more relaxed. And wine helps. I think I'm drinking the red wine a little, or the white wine a little faster. It's a little warm today. I feel like today's been one of the warmer days. Okay. So that was the first thing. Oh, so got a little off track here. You guys, this is what ADD does. So I wanted to go over, I called the airport today, and what I'm thinking is to possibly go to the airport and do some recordings of people getting tested or what it actually looks like to be there. But I don't want it to be too crowded. I still want to have my space. So that's something I'm going to look into, because I feel like that's one of the question that I get the most is, what is it like to do testing in the airport? And so even somebody had just messaged me, I guess a DM or a PM somewhere. They said, again, about the airport. And I want to clarify, even on the website, it says a last resort. So this is to be a last resort effort to get testing done at the airport. Again, it's safer for you and everybody else. And then if you're not staying at a hotel, this is the link I'm going to share. It says for a list of those providing coronavirus tests. That's probably the second. I had like 4 emails just this morning of people just asking me where they can get their coronavirus test. So this is the link I've been sharing, and I'm going to put it in the description box after this live feed is done. But look, there's a whole list of where you can get it done. And like somebody just mentioned, it seems like there might be a new place here at Ojo de Agua, which is in Puerto Morelos, that will provide testing for you. And again, this is something I said on the last live feed. Any change that happens, give us as the tourism industry like 72 hours to respond, because on this last one, when they started requiring testing, people were canceling before they gave us, and I say us, like I'm not doing anything, but just trying to like give you the information in providing you the best way to still travel, even though there's changes happening. Does that make sense? Okay. Charles Gregory, he says he's from Oregon, forgot the location. Oh, what did you write before? Shoot, sorry. Okay, I got New York City. And thank you again, Miguel. It's so sweet of you. New York in the house. Let me know where you guys are watching from, of course. Oh, Miguel says, I live in Great Neck. I went to the coolest house in Great Neck. It is beautiful and very peaceful. Can you make a video from Maroma Beach in Puerto Morelos update? I would happily do that. Maroma Beach is beautiful. I want to bring home some Mexican wine. Is there a local one that you recommend? I drink cheap wine. I'm cheapo. So I don't know, but I can find some. I usually like to drink mezcal, but I'm not trying to get white girl wasted on these lives. So I'll find out. Let me see if I can. If there's any of you in the group here. I should mention that I do have a group. It's called My Trish Advisor group on Facebook. Now, this is something that I started a long time ago. There's almost 1,000 group members. I'm not very active in it because I'm just like, I honestly forget about it. But it's something that I want to send people to, because that will help all of us learn from each other. You guys that follow me on Facebook, when it's a page, you can make a post and other people can respond. I mean, you can make a comment, but on my Facebook group, which is My Trish Advisor group on Facebook, you can make a post and other people that are interested specifically in the Mayan Riviera can help you answer that. The only thing I ask is that if it's related to tours, transfers, or anything like that, that it's something related personally with my business. But other than that, it's like you guys can help each other there. So it's My Trish Advisor group. And there is something else I'd like to mention. For those of you that are interested in learning Spanish, my boyfriend Diego, he teaches Spanish online. He lost his job due to coronavirus in April. And so I think it was like June or July, he started teaching Spanish, and it's very conversational. So the best way to find him is probably on Facebook, Diego Spanish. And you can get 2 free classes and just try it, because I know a lot of you have messaged me like, hey, how can we learn Spanish? And Duolingo is a great app, but it's also not like correct. I mean, it's good Spanish, don't get me wrong, but it's not like conversational Spanish. Actually, I mean, practicing conversational Spanish. So I know Dan and Julie are taking classes from him, and I think they love it. Let me know. Yeah, I'll put his link there too, because there's been a few people that recently messaged me about that. Oh, Janet. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where I left off. You're doing great, Chica. Oh, Patricia, Pat, she's so sweet. You are the best. They are so supportive, Pat and John. Sandy Bell, FYI, the Canadian government is in process of being sued over costly post-quarantine. Bum, bum, bum. Let's hope Canadians will be heading south after the judge rules it unconstitutional. I mean, kind of makes sense, right? Like to like force somebody to stay somewhere they don't want to be. Pretty crazy. Wow, I didn't know that. If you have a link, Sandy, can you share the link? Hey, great tan. You think I look tan? I avoid the sun at all costs. And you are glowing, LOL. Fellow ADHDers, squirrel. Yes, that's your girl. I'm sorry. And that's why I'm scared to do lives, because y'all, I know I'm all over the place. I don't even rewatch them because I just will cringe the whole time. Be like, oh God, did I really say that? Did I really do that? Janet Williams, you're so cute. So sister Sherry Travels. Hey girl, hey. I went there, stayed at Crystal Grand, 5,000 pesos from the UK. We were there for a wedding. Are you answering somebody else? Or you went to Maroma? Sorry. Dan. Hey, Dan. We were in PM for all of January. Julie and I both felt completely safe there 100% of the time. The town takes their COVID protocol seriously while still being super friendly. That makes me so happy. And they're going to be moving here. Dan and Julie, can't wait to have you. Wasted on a live stream. Imagine. That's why it's just a glass of wine. We could try it sometime. See how that turns out. Okay, sorry. I feel like you guys just see my big head. Oh, we like traveling. Gabriel from Runaway Realty for Mexican Wines. Cool. Maybe he knows something that I don't, because I don't know really anything about Mexican wines, except for I've tried a lot in Ensenada. We went to Valle de Guadalupe. Wow. They had amazing wines. Okay. Cool tunes made easy. Very curious about the healthcare system there. What are the pros and cons? Reliable, expensive, long-term stays? Oof, this is a loaded question. For any of those that have experienced the healthcare system here, if you want to tune in, that'd be great. They have insurance that's affordable. So you can get travel insurance. Usually you have to pay for it and then they'll pay you back, sort of thing. And that's what I would suggest, especially doing like short-term travel. Long-term travel, I've been here, well, I'm not traveling, but I live here for 5 years. And every time I've had to see the doctor, and my grandma was here too, she had to see the doctor. It cost her $15 to see the doctor and the medication. And the doctor was like working out of his house. This is when I used to live in BS Dos. And it cost like, I think it was like $5 to see the doctor and like $8 for medication, and 2 medications were like $10 or something like that. But if you do go to the hospital as a foreigner, they can like basically like price gouge you. And that's why it's better to travel with insurance for sure. 100%. Les Francis, Paul in British Columbia, Canada, -23. I don't even understand. It's like Chinese. Trish, I read in an article today that they have now decided to allow cruise ships in Puerto Morelos. Oh, that's old news. They've been saying that for like 4 years. There's this French, I was following them on Instagram for a while to see what was actually developing. Supposedly it was like a small cruise ship of like 150 people, like a luxury line. But I don't know. That's been said for at least 3 or 4 years that I've known. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to happen. I don't know. But yeah, you're right. I've been reading that for like 3 or 4 years. So Deanne says, we do love our classes with Diego. Yes, that's awesome. He's such a goofball, so I'm sure it's good. And that's for Spanish, for those of you that are just tuning in. Denise, hi Trish, are there any restrictions and new protocols going on tours or excursions? I should have answered this a long time ago. We'll be traveling in May and looking forward to doing some. So with tours and excursions, the biggest thing that's changed so far is being able to knowing how many people can be on the tour. So let's say we have a tour bus that can normally have 52 people on it. We can only have half that number because we are in what's called phase orange. That's the biggest change. When you're in transport, you have to wear your mask. They give you hand sanitizer. They take your temperature. They're really good about doing that here in the Riviera Maya. So for me, what's changed providing tours is like today, I had said earlier, I have a couple, like they must be back, that went from, they're from Wyoming, right? Wyoming? Oh my gosh. I get Wisconsin and Wyoming mixed up. I think it's Wyoming. And they did 3 private tours with us because they wanted to stay safe and away from the crowds. And so that's what a lot of people are doing now is they're tending to do like more private tours. So you're not in like a big group tour, which even if you travel in the group tour, they're doing a lot of things to keep you safe. Does that help? But yeah, the main thing is 50%. And again, I will put links in the description box, which I just found out I can do that before. So bear with me. I'll get better at these lives. But lots of good questions, you guys. Okay. I heard Biden is opening borders. Face in the sky says. The borders weren't closed. Were they? I mean, for travel? Yeah. If you want to expand on that, that'd be great. Rick and Celine. Sorry, I start reading. Caverly. I saw you shooing Buggy Boo. Oh, we don't have to worry about that up here in snowy, cold Canadian North. Yeah, I have a fan on me right now, but I've had a couple of flies. And it's probably because there's dog poop in my yard. I have 3 dogs right now. And, Crystal's laying right here next to me, but it's probably because of dog poop, quite honestly. And then they land on me after they land on the poop. How great is that? Tyler, does Diego do group classes or just one-on-one? He has a family that just signed up, and he's teaching like 3 of their kids, not at the same time, but at like different times, I guess. And then Dan and Julie have been doing it as a couple, but I think his 6 other students, they all do it individually. Who asked that? Tyler. How many people are you thinking to be in the group? I mean, I don't see why not. He could try. Brad, he says, don't be scared. You're doing great. Thank you so much. Avid Chemist says, can you remind us what your business is? Well, sure I can. So we know how we can use your services. Thank you so much. Basically, you can go to mytrishadvisor.com, and it's still in development. It's not exactly how I want, but the main thing is I help you to know where to eat, stay, and play. And right now, play is really the main thing, which is like things to do. And those are all tours that I've personally taken and I personally recommend. And the two things that I don't support, well, the biggest thing is no caged animals. So things like dolphins in cages, which is a huge tour here. You spend also a lot of money on those things. But so I provide private tours and transfers and group ones if you like. But it seems like as of lately, people are traveling longer because everybody, it seems like, staying for a month or 2 months, and they're traveling more privately. So providing transports too, like airport transfers, where they show up with your name and then you just hop on and go instead of trying to find a transfer there at the airport. And thank you so much for asking. That's so sweet of you. But yeah, mytrishadvisor.com is my website. And if you guys have requests for resort stays, you can email me at mytrishadvisor@gmail.com. And I have a team that helps me with booking resorts as well. I think it's time for a drink. I think I need more wine. Can I have more wine, sir? I don't have a waiter. Okay. Did I finish even talking about the airport? Is there any questions on the airport? Diane Reed says, doctor visits to specialists in the same as your copay. Faro Hospital here in Merida takes our insurance. Well, hello from Merida. U.S. insurance, but it has to be on an emergency basis. But in general, it's affordable. Great answer. Yes, I do know that on like daily visits. I mean, I went to the doctor I think it was my first year here, and I never publicized where I got it done for free because somebody told me that I wasn't supposed to get it done for free. But I saw the doctor and they gave me medication for free. And I was shocked. Like everything was free. But now that place is closed down and now they've opened up like Costa Med. And I did get an eye exam once, and my eye exam was 50 pesos, which is like $2.50 US or like 3 or 4 Canadian. So it's super affordable. We like traveling says, I'll take the flies over snow anytime. Me and you both. John. John says, shout out to my compadre Diego. I don't even know if he's here. Love you guys. We love you too. Thanks so much for going on the catamaran. Let me see if I have catamaran. I actually realized that I have not been posting. Like I went to Tulum. I went on a catamaran. Like I have not, I'm terrible. Honestly, I'm on social media, but I really just like suck at it. I just went to Akumal. I'm going to show you John and Pat and Dan and Julie on a catamaran. Julie and Dan are they're moving here. They messaged me today that they've officially decided that they are moving here. And we're out on a catamaran. Dang, I got a lot of photos. I guess I missed it. Oh, here they are. Here we go. And this is sailing to Isla Mujeres. And have you guys ever been sailing to Isla Mujeres? So this is Dan, Julie, Pat, and John. Oh, this is Jen. Sailing to Isla Mujeres. Terrible, terrible day. Julie, she was like, can we do this every day? I'm like, yes, we could, girl. There's Pat. I'm trying to get I don't know if I have a photo of all of us. Anyways, I've been to Cancun. This was Isla Mujeres sailing, and we did a private catamaran. Gosh, it's not even a very good photo. You can't even see all of us. Anyways, I was trying to show a picture of Pat and John. I have too many freaking photos. Okay. Okay. So Dan says we do 1-hour classes and we split them 30 minutes each. That's right. Sometimes we learn together. Yeah. And what I encourage people is I say it's always better to have it separate because people learn at a very different pace. And it can be intimidating, especially when your loved one is right there and it's like you feel already insecure about learning another language. My Spanish sucks. I understand more than I definitely speak. And it's something that I want to improve, but I haven't been as adamant about practicing speaking because I get nervous. And so when I speak to somebody that only speaks Spanish, I'm totally cool. But if they speak English and Spanish, I'm like, I retract to English. Okay, so we just have a few more minutes left. I only want to go live for an hour because I don't want to like bore you guys to death. But thank you guys all for your support and your super chats and your questions and for your workout pads that you gave me. Thanks, Julie. You have no idea how much that means to me. Brad says, Brad again. And you were able, so you did your running around and then you made it in time for the live. Thanks for joining. And we need to talk, Brad. He's like, I'll help you monitor your negative comment people. I mean, I don't have a lot because I try not to do controversial stuff because I don't know. In the beginning, I had 2 controversial videos like 3 years ago. I had 2 videos that had 1 million views. So imagine 2 million views. People can be really mean and rude, but now I avoid controversy because it's just so stressful and people can be so rude. And I forgot. You see that? Happy birthday, Maddie. Maddie's birthday was yesterday. If you guys don't know, Maddie from Tangerine Travels, it was her birthday. So give her a little shout out if you guys are following them. It was her birthday. I need Les, I need wine assistance. Hello? Is there anybody here? Sassy? Can somebody send me some wine? I should put the whole bottle next to me next time. Okay. Yes. So if you guys have any other questions, again, I'm going to put the links in the description box. I feel like I didn't really go over a lot this time because I kind of want to just be available to answer the questions you guys have and know the questions you have so then I can put some links to help you guys and just understand on what to expect when you do travel to Mexico. And for those of you that can't travel to Mexico, we miss you, we love you, and we can't wait to have you back. I think it's going to be a huge thing when things are like slightly released because it makes me sad to see how quiet our beaches are right now. Oh yeah, Brad, I was talking about caged animals and then he says, we love that you don't support caged animals. Sorry. Yeah. So I don't support any caged animals. I don't even know. Oh, somebody had asked about what the services I provide. So, and the big thing with that is that like, I used to like support even, I loved SeaWorld, loved it. Took my grandma there, took my sister there. But then as I got more educated and I learned about how the animals, maybe not necessarily treated, but what they're not allowed to do, meaning live in the free. For example, like dolphins migrate thousands of miles and they can only but swim in a small area. And that's when I compared dolphins and Canadians last time. And I was like, is it too early, you guys? Sorry about that. Because you guys are stuck in your own big country, at least. But they're not able to go where they normally would go and migrate and be free, you know? So I just don't support that at all. And, you know, I try to educate people on it the best I can because it's something to me that it's just funny how my mind completely switched until I really like learned more about that. Okay, so any last burning questions? We'll just have a couple minutes here. And you guys, thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. Tyler says, thanks, Dan, for the info. I love it when you guys engage with each other. I'm trying to find something to supplement Duolingo. Awesome. Yeah, I'll put his, I don't know if I can, I can do it right here. It says, Trish, say something. Again, I'm hoping to do better. Calendly.com/Diego Spanish. Maddie just told me the thing that they use to highlight your questions. So I'm going to try to do better at like highlighting your questions so you can go there and check out what he has, but you can also go on there and sign up for 2 free classes. And the reason we do 2 free classes is because maybe you just don't like him. Maybe you just don't like the way he teaches. Or you just realize it's not what you want. But maybe you realize it's exactly what you want. And you realize that it's somebody that you don't know, which is really nice because I teach on Cambly. And Cambly is a place where people tell me all the time, it's good that we don't know you because then we're not as intimidated. You know what I mean? Like speaking another language in front of somebody that you know, it's like, you're all scared. Oh yes. So good. We like traveling says awesome job. Thanks. I'd love to have Diego's Spanish class. Cool. I just put the link so you can check out. It's on calendly.com and it's / Diego Spanish. So yeah, he lost his work during COVID and I did too. Basically nobody was traveling. So I started teaching English for those of you that maybe are struggling to find work. I'll put this again in the description box or I'll find my link. I started teaching on Cambly May 1st. It literally saved us because everybody stopped traveling and I didn't know what we were going to do. I was like, just like you guys, I was a wreck. Like everything's shutting down. Nobody's traveling. What am I going to do? So I've been teaching on Cambly for like, what is that? 8 months or something like that. And if it wasn't for that, I mean, I literally probably would have had to go back to the United States because I wouldn't have had any income if it wasn't for teaching English. So for those of you saying walk around, for those of you that are looking for work, I'll put in the description box as well my link because Cambly really saved me. It pays about $10 an hour. It's not a lot of money, but let me tell you, $10 an hour in Mexico is good money. And it just, if I can pay my rent and I have enough food to eat and I can go to the beach, I'm good. Can you guys go get me some wine? I'm out. Oh, sorry. Hi, Brad. Thank you so much, Brad. You're so sweet. This is a super chat for $10. Thank you so much. And if you guys aren't familiar, super chats are at the bottom. You just click the little $sign and it helps support the channel. As I have a fly go by my head. He says, one last question from us. Do you know when you'll be more active on Patreon? I'm so bad. I know. I have Patreon. You know, Brad, maybe I'm just going to have you help me with that. Because I just, as somebody mentioned earlier, I'm totally ADD and I really struggle with doing so many things. Well, kind of everything. But I do have other Patreon members and I've actually totally not been very good at that. So I just have, I will do better after you, because he signed up to be on Patreon and I said, oh my gosh, Brad, thank you so much. I need to do better at it. It's like things like you'll get every month you get a sunrise photo from Puerto Morelos or somewhere in Mexico, things like that. And then I have a private group for Patreon members, but I'm not very active on Patreon. So I need to get on there. I just feel like it kind of like weirds me out for people to like pay, because then I feel like really nervous to like be sure that I have to do something because I know that I get overwhelmed and it's just something different for me. But I realize that people like my friend said, she's like, Trisha, people want to support you and they get a lot of good information from you and they want you to succeed. And so it's something that like I kind of struggle with because it's like, but I feel like I'm not providing a lot, or I mean, I know I am, but like, I think we all kind of doubt ourselves, some more than others, maybe. So I'll do better at that. And maybe that's something we can talk about because I know you offered some help. So, and any of you that know about social media or, you know, have things or tips or anything, please, like, I'm literally, you know, I'm not good at this stuff. Like, I'm really not. Okay. So it's been an hour, 58 minutes. So anyways, thank you for that. And we'll talk. Thank you so much, Brad, for your support. You're so sweet. Rochelle says, Tyler, try butterfly Spanish on YouTube. Happy birthday, Maddie. Happy birthday, Maddie. We love you. KM, life is good. Okay, bye for now. Talk soon when I get back. Thank you. Biggie and DD's Adventures. We have heard that Quintana Roo is going red on Monday. What have you heard? I think we've all heard. I heard that we were supposed to go this Monday, last Monday. Then I heard we're supposed to go this Monday. The thing is technically I think we are in red, but there's a difference between the federal government and the state government. So statewide, we're yellow, we're orange, but federally, supposedly, we're red. But we go by what the state says. It's crazy. I know. Rico. So I don't know, and that's not confirmed at this time. If we do go to red, the thing that kills me for that, I mean, more than anything. Rico, are you done? Is the beaches would be closed. That's if they don't change that, because before the beaches were closed in orange. Rico, the beaches were closed in phase orange, but now in phase orange, they are open. So if we go to phase red, the thing that scares me about that is that not being able to go to the beach, and that would I was going crazy for the months that we were in orange. Okay. So Biggie and Dee, thank you for your question. Dan, another good thing is Diego is Rico, come here. You are a small dog, but your bark is so loud. Look at this guy. Okay, we're about to say goodbye. Dan says another good thing that Diego is that he's teaching conversational Mexican Spanish. Very good point. As opposed to like Spanish from Spain, because it is very different. It's totally different. In fact, like I have some videos about like Mexican Spanish on YouTube, because it's like its whole other language. Brad, you said I will help me up. Okay, cool. That's great. John says, hi, Dan and Julie. Will you please send Dan and Julie our info to reach out to them? We want to move to Puerto. Oh, that's right. Yes. And they want to move to Puerto. Everybody's moving to Puerto. Someday. Yes. Okay. Good. Oh, good. You guys are connecting. That's so cool. I know. He has my Dotson going nuts. Oh, so can your dogs hear my dogs barking and going crazy? Oh, that's crazy. Sorry about that. Rico. I know. Rico. He has a home in Vancouver, but we just don't know if we're ever going to get him there. I don't know if I'm going to let him go because I just love him so much. Okay. Love you guys. Oh, we like traveling, says our Frenchies love his voice. He is small, but his bark is so loud and he's crazy. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Really, I know that the airport thing was a big question for many of you. And again, I'll put links in the description box for you guys. For those of you that are wondering like where you can get the tests. But most locations that like our resorts are providing free testing for those that are still traveling from the United States and giving you 2 weeks free quarantine in the resort. Yeah, somebody's outside the door. Okay. Rico is photogenic. He's so cute. Yes. Oh my gosh. Are you guys' dogs going nuts? All right. So that's it, you guys. I hope you like the lives. Thank you for your support. Trying my best. And if you guys have any idea for lives, we'll probably do something different next week. Not so much about traveling updates. I have some other things in mind. But let me know if there's things that you guys would like to see on the live chats. And if you guys are following me on Instagram and Facebook, you can always send questions there. Instagram, it's like I get a lot of questions in the, like when I ask a question and people respond, or when I ask if you guys have any questions, I get those questions there. So I try to go live and answer the questions on YouTube, but I haven't gone live on Instagram, but maybe once. And I don't know how to do that, like learning how to do, because somebody's like, well, why don't you go live on Facebook? And I'm like, well, I'm going live on YouTube because Facebook shows no love. Okay. Take care. Abrazos, besos y abrazos. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for another live at 5. And we can't wait to have you back in Mexico. This whole thing is cray-cray. But I'm trying my best to kind of help you guys ease the anxiety of thinking of traveling here and what we can do to help you get here, enjoy yourself, move here, visit here, whatever you're going to do. Love you guys. Bye. You still need John, the dog whisperer. Where are you? Yeah, John totally changed this dog in one day. He was like making him behave, and I don't. Eder Melly. Loves let. Hello. We're just leaving. All right, bye guys. I'll put the links in the description box. Give you like an hour because I need to get a glass of wine, eat, and then I'll put them in. All right. Love you guys. Besos y abrazos. Oh, bye guys.